Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Darius from artistshortcut.com, and today I want to talk to you about why you should build a home studio. So, going to the studio, as you know, is a big part of being a rapper. It's how you make your product, how you make your music, and I think that a lot of artists spend so much money at the studio that they don't have it to spend on anything else. Even if they wanted to spend it on another part of their career, they don't have it because they're so busy spending money at the studio. And although like a studio is helpful, a studio is like you need it, it's a necessity. But I think a lot of artists go to the studio when they don't need to. So what I mean by that is that like a studio, you're paying 25, 30, 50, however much an hour for them to press the space button to start and stop you for a big portion of like your time. All they're doing is just recording you. And yeah, you could say like they have better equipment than you can afford or whatever the case is. But like with today's technology, you can get away with a lot less than what they carry in the studio, and you'll still be fine. So a lot of it is spent like having them press stop and play or record or whatever. And a lot of that can be done at home for free. And then, once you get your song together, you can move to the next process and go to the studio. So I think that's one thing like you need to do as an upcoming artist is get you a home studio. And it may be a little difficult if you're in an apartment or you still stay with your mom or something like that, but a home studio will save you so much money, and it'll allow you to practice more in a more comfortable zone. Like you're right here at home. There's no time commitment. There's no pressure. If you mess up 100 times, like you don't have to pay an extra $50 an hour just to continue the session or anything like that. And what I recommend doing is like after you've recorded a rough draft of a song that you really like, and yeah, you'll have to learn a little bit of mixing and you have to get the volumes right. You might have to do like a little EQ depending on how deep you want to get into it. But yeah, I recommend you send the song off to get mixed and mastered. And if you don't want to send it off to get mixed or mastered, you're like, I don't want, just my songs out there in the internet and the space in somebody else's hands. Like then what you can do once you have a rough draft, you can just simply take that to the studio. Now a lot of studios use like Pro Tools or whatnot, and you may not want to buy Pro Tools. And like you can use things like Adobe Audition. Like most studios will have different, like you call them DAWs or DAWs or whatever. And they'll have different like recording software for you to use. Now, if they don't, then you might want to think about using a new studio, but just sending it off to get mixed and mastered will save you a lot of time, because instead of you paying like $100 for them to record a full song to mix and master it or whatever, like you may be able to do that at home, get comfortable, get everything exactly how you want it, and then go to the studio or send it off to somebody and pay them maybe $25 or $50 just to mix it or whatnot. Now, it's not going to be TV, radio, whatever mixing, like quality or whatever you want to call it. And that's just a general thing. Like it could be, and you wouldn't expect it to be for $25 or $50 or whatever. But yeah, I would definitely do that instead of just going ripping and running back and forth to the studio. And then you record a song at the studio, you like it, then a month from now you're still listening, you're like, nah man, I want to change this whole verse. You're basically re-recording the work over and over again, and you're paying for it. So it would be better to just do that at home, knock out that rough draft step at home, and then go to a studio and mix it. And you don't need much for a home studio. You can get away with a microphone, a laptop, recording software, some decent speakers. I would say like some KRKs or something, just some decent speakers, a preamp for your microphone. Most good microphones, you'll need a preamp for it. So definitely get one of those. And yeah, really that's about it. Like if you want to get some headphones, you can, but you don't need much. Like if you were to invest maybe like $500 to $700 on just like a home studio, like you'll be fine enough where you can record a decent like song and then send it off to get mixed or whatnot, and it'll be more than enough for just uploading your music on the internet or trying to build a buzz. Now when you're going into more things like licensing and you're trying to get your music on like national radio and all that stuff, like yeah, you might want to go to the studio a little bit more, will go through the process a little bit differently or whatnot. Or if you're just short on time, if you work a day job 9 to 5 and you just don't have a lot of time to sit there and record yourself and then mix it yourself, then yeah, going to the studio might be a good option for you because you'll have more money than you have time. But for most upcoming artists, I definitely recommend you build a home studio. So if you have any questions or anything, leave a comment below this video with your question. I'll definitely reply. Please thumbs up the video and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and I appreciate it. It makes me feel like you actually like what I'm producing. If you have any like suggestions or anything, let me know. Like, I'm not perfect with these videos. As you can hear, I'm not perfect with I'm not fluent talking. Like, I just one take, knock it out. Like, the information is good. So, let me know your thoughts. And yeah, I'm Darius from artistshortcut.com and I am out.